Bush starts tonight, 6'1", 170 junior, averaging 4.3 points and 4.5 rebounds a game for the Trojans. The Trojans will be in gray uniforms tonight. Burgundy gold numbers and letters. Burgundy gold trim. Their bench to our left, Glasgow down to our right, and their home white with Columbia blue Scotties across the front of their jerseys and blue trim. The officials for tonight's game, same three we had in the girls' game tonight: Ryan Kraft, Terry Winters, and Joe Plunk. And the game official sponsor is Southern States. As we'll get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. And our first quarter of action sponsored by Citizens First Bank. Citizens First, come grow with us. The Barren County side almost full, except for the Glasgow Scotties band over to our left. On the far side of the floor, got a few fans mixed in from Allen County, Scottsville, and Monroe County tonight watching this district game.
Not sure you can fit many more in here unless you went over here and invaded the Glasgow side. This is, let me make this very clear, this is not a complaint about the officials. But the way they called the first game, they let them play. They let them really let them play, especially around the rim. If they let the guys play the same way, we have to be extremely physical, and we have to learn to adapt to the way that the game's going to be called that way, and we just have to be that much tougher and stronger around the rim if we want shots to go in.
I told Matt Gardner today, if my voice goes out, I'll just hand him the headset.
Well, turn mine down. I want to hear what he has to say, too.
Trying to get over this bronchitis deal. I will. I'm getting there.
I think you and...
Just had a little, I don't know what I sound like tonight.
Got a frog in your throat a little bit, I guess.
I believe so.
Everybody's dealing with sickness, so we're hopefully...
I feel fine. It's just, it's just the crud going around.
We're in the strep throat, flu, all that season.
Yeah, at least it's not either one of those.
That's right.
Ryan Kraft will toss it up, and a tap control by the Trojans. They'll move it to the right side of your radio dial here in the first half. Scotties in a man-to-man. Bradley guards Withrow. Gives it off to Niken. Out it comes to Bush. Bush now working the right side of the floor. Back out to Niken. Niken wants to make a move inside. Spins. Goes up with a high shot. Got it.
What a tough shot. He went strong to the rim, just like we talked about.
So Barren County gets the first lead of the basketball game. Nick Sorrell with it out front for the Scotties. He'll work against Aiden Niken. Right side it goes to Bradley. Bradley gives it out front to Kingery. Over the left side now to Sorrell. Sorrell out to Kirkpatrick. He's open long. Three. Got it.
Not the way we want them to start, for sure. He did not get off to a good start at Barren County's gym, but he did tonight in his home place.
And you can't give him any space. He will drill it. Right side Niken. Out to Bandy. Bandy works around the top, gives it to Key. Key trying to make a move, can't. Out to Withrow, back to Niken. Niken making a move down the lane. Here's a high arching shot again, right down the middle of the line.
He's 2 for 2 to start.
Both tough shots for Aiden Niken. 4-3 to score. Bowen Haney on the left side of Kirkpatrick. He'll send it over now to Sorrell. Sorrell works inside the paint, dumps it off. It's deflected. Stolen by Niken behind the back dribble. Lost it off his foot. Trying to pick it back up. He does. Fires it off to Bush to the right wing. Here's a spin move. Niken underneath, and it's bent. Loretta Key puts it up and in. A few kind of got blocked there underneath. Barren County takes a 6-3 lead. Minute and a half gone in the first. Sorrell's got it for Glasgow. Out of the right side, sends it down in the corner to Kingery. Kingery looking for Haney, can't. Out to Kirkpatrick. Here's Kirkpatrick, can't shoot. Now Sorrell left of the lane, throws it up off the glass, good.
Got to run and start. We got to body him up.
6-5. Ball comes into Withrow.
Both teams shooting well. I don't think we've had a missed shot yet, have we?
I don't think so. Withrow against Bradley. Right side it goes to Niken. Niken shots have been tough. Goes strong to the bucket. Puts it in and draws a foul.
Got around Kingery. Used his quickness. They're going to have to switch defenses. They come over yelling at Willett to look at other options.
First foul of the ball game. As Aiden Niken has scored 6 of Barren County's first 8 points. He's at the line, a 63% foul shooter. Puts it up, and it's good.
Aiden, first game, only had 10. He's already close to that.
I think he's improved since that game.
That's what
He's had a couple of 20-plus games.
Yeah, said all year our season's high, and you see us moving that way.
9-5. Sorrell left to the lane, jumps it up from 6. It's good.
There hadn't been an easy shot tonight, but a lot of athletic play.
9-7. Niken making a move. Crossover Drew. Lost it and then tried to dig it out of there. He puts it up and it's going to be good.
Wow.
I don't know how in the world he got that one to go down.
4 for 4, isn't he?
He is. 9 points for Niken. 11-7. Barren County. Bradley trying to make a move on Withrow. Up the baseline. Puts it up and in, and he went down hard. And so did Landon Key. He tried to take the charge there. Bradley is down, shaken up. Landon Key, his first, team's first. And Bradley scored the basket, but he went down hard to the floor. And he's still down. And so James Willett running out of the floor now to check on Tayshawn Bradley.
The reason they called that a block is because he was underneath the goal and really went up underneath, Landon did, Bradley, and that's why the fall occurred and kind of a tough collision. Hopefully he'll be all right.
And he is still down. I think he's over on his stomach right now, but you can tell he's in a lot of pain while he's moving his legs out there. 5:16 to play here in the first. 11-9. Barren County on top.
We are 5 for 5 from the field. Glasgow 4 of 4. So still, neither team has missed an opportunity at the rim. And Bradley's able to jump up and be okay. He's got an opportunity to continue that streak. Otherwise, they'll be able to sub somebody in for him. And
Glasgow's trainer out there looking at him, along with Coach James Willett.
I didn't really see anything he hit or landed on necessarily. We're kind of blocked out from where the play happened.
Girls game tonight. Trojanettes winning over the Lady Scotties 53-45. Go to 4-2 in district play in their 18th win of the season. Turn around tomorrow and take on Todd County Central at 5 o'clock for the girls game. And the boys game to follow. It's homecoming tomorrow night. Bradley getting up now.
I think he's all right. The trainer kind of looked at Willett and shook his head like he'll be okay. And looks like he's walking off just fine.
Landed hard, probably, you get the breath knocked out of you.
Yeah, I think he landed on his stomach, kind of. He didn't roll over that way. I think that's the way he landed, and they'll put in, I think that's the Frazier kid to shoot his free throw. Landon
Frazier, 5'11", 150 junior, 65% foul shooter on the year for Coach James Willett. The basket was good, right?
Yes, they counted the basket, and this is the and one part of that basket. Frazier,
one free throw. Puts it up, and it is good. Makes it 11-10. Trojan lead is 1. 5:13 to play here in the first quarter. Gavin Withrow on the dribble for the Trojans. Angles off to the left side. Now looking right. Backs out.
They made the change. They put Sorrell on Niken now to try to get that matchup equal.
Trying to make a move on Sorrell. Forces up the shot. It's no good. Rebound to Sorrell. Sends it down the floor to Frazier on the left side. Almost picked off by Key. Patrick was there to catch it. Back left side it comes to Frazier. Back out now to Sorrell. Right side, Kirkpatrick. Long range right. Curling to the Key and lost it going up. And came back in his hands. And here's Sorrell going up the baseline. Throws it up and in off the window.
Can't let them drive, whether it is Sorrell or Bradley.
6 points for Sorrell, and Glasgow takes a 12-11 lead. Bandy fakes and drives in. A collision. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul. He ran into Nick Sorrell.
Slid under there a little bit, but Sorrell is a player that will take charges whenever he can.
And so Glasgow will have the basketball as Landon Frazier handles it for the Scotties. Works against That's to Sorrell. Sorrell trying to make a move on Niken. Throws it out to Kirkpatrick as Key comes out to guard him.
Good job biting him up. If he has to get off the line, it's a win.
Frazier working around the left side. Taking it to the corner, curls back out. Gives it to Sorrell. Here's a lob, and it's going to be picked up by Tyler Bush, but Kingery got it back and lays it in. 14-11 Scotties. Withrow out to Key. Back over to Withrow on the right side. Around the left side it goes to Key. They go into Bandy. Here's a hook shot in the lane. Good.
Rather impressive offensive display. We've played just over half and already 27 points between the two teams.
Yeah. 14-13, Glasgow leads it. Frazier on the left side. Kirkpatrick now with it against Key. Back to the left side, it goes to Frazier. Frazier now on the dribble. Sends it back to Sorrell. Long range three. No. Rebound to Tyler Bush. Pushed it down the floor. Crossover dribble. Bounce pass is going to be broken up. Stolen by Sorrell. Try to go to Niken with it. Sorrell inside. Throws it up. It's no good but a foul. And on Gavin Withrow, his first, team's third. Sorrell, a 67.5% foul shooter on the year. First one's good. Tay Pointer, 6-foot freshman, averages 5 points a game. Michael Harbison, 6'3" senior, averages 3.5. 15-13 Scotties by 2. Second shot by Sorrell is good. He's got 8. Glasgow leads it 16-13. Gavin Withrow on the right side of the floor for the Trojans. On the dribble, trying to make a spin move, backing in, gives to Bandy. Long distance three off the mark. Sorrell with another rebound for the Scotties. Up to Bowen Haney. Had it stripped loose and taken it there by Michael Harbison. Harbison. Crossover move right down to the lane. Goes up. It's blocking a foul on Haney.
I like our matchups against their bigs. Pretty much no matter who we have in there offensively, I think we have an advantage over Kingery and Haney.
So the second team foul on the Scotties. And it is Harbison at the line. He's a 53.5% foul shooter. First one's good. 16-14 Scotties by 2. Harbison hits them both to pull the Trojans within 1 at 16-15.
We're going to go 3-2 here. That's to keep them from knocking down that outside shot, but we got to make sure we rebound.
Sorrell passes it off on the right side. He comes back in the middle. Bowen Haney dumps it off down to Kingery. Fakes, goes up, foul.
Never should allow that kind of pass. It was a close range pass. You got to dive in there on the back of that 3-2.
That was on Harbison, his first personal. That's number 4 on the Trojans here in the first half. Kingery's free throw is good. They are perfect to line at 4 for 4.
Not a lot of misses by anybody anywhere.
And Barren's 3 for 3. And he hits that one. Kingery gets his 4th point. 18-15 Scotties by 3. Coming down to 2 minutes to play here in the first. Withrow, left side to Pointer. Pointer out to Harbison. Right side to Withrow. Looking inside. There's Bandy. Foul on Haney. That'll be 2 quick ones on Bowen Haney.
They tried to go over top, knock it away. Easy foul call. They'll get smaller quickly.
Owen Riddle, the ball game. 5'9", 140 junior. Gives up a lot of height right there. As Haney's at 6'5".
Really like our height matchups here.
As Withrow sends it out in the corner to Harbison. Out front to Pointer. Bounces it off to Withrow. Trojans down by a tray. 18-15, a minute 45 to go first. Pointer with it on the left side. Out to Withrow out top. Harbison's down to the right side. Back out to Withrow. Back over goes to Harbison. Back out to Bandy now. He'll give it to Withrow. He'll circle it out with a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Right side it goes to Harbison. Bandy. Right elbow. Jumps it up from 14. Drilled it.
Trying to get it into the post. It took us a couple times to set it up, but we finally got it so big where we like the matchup.
18-17, and Sorrell called for palming the basketball. Unforced turnover. Gives it right back to the Trojans.
Our bench has been wanting that when Frazier has handled the basketball, so maybe that our lobbying paid off there with Sorrell.
Gavin Withrow gets it across the midcourt stripe. Right side is Niken. Out the corner. Left side Withrow. Here's Pointer. Back to Withrow. He'll launch it for three. Got it. Right down the middle of the line. For the People's Bank three-point shot.
A lot of points this quarter.
Trojans lead at 20-18 now. 47 seconds to go in the first. Over it goes to Sorrell. Sorrell to the right side of the floor. Back out to Kirkpatrick. Fakes a pass. That goes back to the right over to Sorrell. Sorrell. Cross-court pass. Left side. Frazier for three. Oh, no, it's way off. Ball ricochets around. Pointer's got it for the Trojans. Here's Withrow. Bring it in front court. 25 seconds to play.
We'll go one shot against the Scotties defense here.
And Withrow dribbles and bounces it off to Pointer out front. 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Pointer looking. Bounces it off to Niken. Niken off the screen. In the corner. Withrow, another three. No good this time. Tipped away, and it's going to go off the hand of Niken and out of bounds with 8/10 of a second.
Not much time to work with here. I don't think they do anything with it.
They get it into Kirkpatrick. Desperation shot goes out of bounds. That's the end of the first quarter with a score. Barren County 20 and Glasgow 18. We'll come back to the second quarter after this break. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
ZipRecruiter.com/free. You're listening to Barren County High School basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer back here at Glasgow High. The Trojans 20, the Scotties 18. So we start the second quarter. Brought to you by A.M. Crow and Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Glasgow with the basketball. They work it down low. Here's a spin move and a fall-away hook by Kingery. No good. Rebound to Harbison for the Trojans. Up court it goes to Withrow. Breaks toward the middle, goes underneath, lays it up, no. Ball comes back in the hands of Niken. He goes up and he's fouled by Kirkpatrick. That'll be his first. Team's fourth. Haney's on the bench with 2 fouls for the Scotties. Aiden Niken, 9 points in the first quarter. Free throw comes up short. Clangs off the front of the rim. Tyler Bush returning to the Trojan lineup. And also coming in is Mason Griggs, 5'11" freshman that averages 4 points a game as Bandy and Harbison go out. A smaller lineup now. For Coach Warren Cunningham. Niken got that free throw. Gives him double figures now with 10. Barren County takes a 21-18 lead. There's Sorrell. Giving it over to Kirkpatrick. Left side is Frazier. Frazier brings it out front. In the middle goes to Kingery. Over to Sorrell. He'll launch it for three. It is no good. In and out. Rebound for Patrick. Back up and in. James Willett wants a 30-second timeout. Lead now is 1 for the Trojans at 21-20. Michael Harbison's going to check back into the Trojan lineup.
Yeah, Warren not happy with one of the kids he sent in. Gave up that offensive rebound off the miss. Sorrell missed. put it right back in to negate that possession for us. Both teams shot the lights out of it in the first quarter. We were 8 for 11 for 73. They were 6 of 8 for 75.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive shooting. They were 5 of 5 from 2. The only misses they had in the first quarter were from 3. And that's, again, my sloppy stat keeping. We don't have
that's pretty good sloppy stats right there.
You know, whatever happens, though, both teams can't continue that pace of shooting.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to sit down, lock down, and play defense. And when they do miss, we got to get the rebounds. There just wasn't a whole lot of rebounds to be had. We only had 2. They had 3 in the first quarter.
Withrow trying to get things set up. Frazier comes out and applies a lot of pressure on it. Left side it goes to Pointer. Bluffs the 3 from long distance. Right side is Harbison. He's going to fire it. 3 in the air. No good.
Not what you want, a one-bounce 3.
Jarrell gives it off to Frazier. Out to Kirkpatrick. Back to Frazier. Down to the corner. Going up the baseline. Riddle throws it up and in.
We can't let him do that, of all people. He just had the baseline. He's not one of their offensive weapons. When we make somebody that's not an offensive weapon put points on the board for them, they're much better.
Glasgow goes back on top and trying to go with the basket with Withrow. Foul called against the Scotties. It's on Sorrell. That'll be his first. Number 5 on Glasgow here in the first half. Gavin Withrow, 70.7% shooter at the line. At 19 in the loss to Logan County on Tuesday. Swishes the first one in. Will Bandy back in the game. Tay Pointer checks out. Aiden Nyken checks out. And Cody Lane in the ball game. 5'11 junior for the Trojans. Withrow puts it up and in. 2 in a row. He's got 5 now. 23-22. Trojans back on top by 1. Frazier with a basketball for the Scotties. Dribbles it left side, gets a screen from Kingery, fires it off to Kingery. Wasn't really looking for the pass. Kicks it back out to Frazier. Right side is Riddle. Right elbow down inside. Here's Kingery, puts it up and in.
Can't let him catch it right there. That's an easy bucket when they catch it point blank.
6 points for Robert Kingery. 24-23. Scotties back on top by 1. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Withrow getting the screen from Bandy. Cuts back. Goes left of the lane. Forces up the shot at the side of the backboard. He was falling backward. Sorrell, crossover move, down the lane, lays it up, no. Rebound to Bandy. Outlet pass to Bush. Bush holds up now, gives it to Withrow. Fires it over down to Lane, and back out top to Bush. Withrow, over to Bandy. Steps back, can't shoot, gives it off to Withrow, left side over to Lane. Curls into the key. Now gives it over to Harbison. Harbison, baseline, and throws it back up. No, looked like a collision there with Owen Riddle. And here is Kirkpatrick on the left side for Glasgow. Out to Frazier. 24-23, Glasgow lead with 5:12 to go in the first half. Frazier still in the dribble. He's in for Tayshawn Bradley right now. Kingery out to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick bounces out of the dribble. That goes down to the corner to Riddle. Riddle going up the baseline, cut off by Harbison. Jumps it back out to Kirkpatrick. Going to pick that pass off. And now Sorrell. And Cody Lane out guarding him. Fires it down the left side. And here's a lob, and down into Kingery. He puts it up and in.
No backside help. He did bobble it, but there still wasn't any backside help. We've got to body him up and get him out of that post.
26-23, Glasgow by 3. Withrow, right side over to Harbison. Harbison gives it back out to Bandy. Bandy now off to Withrow. Barren County down 3, 26-23 with 4:08 to go in the first half. In the middle it goes to Bush, the free throw line. Over to Withrow. Floats it down to Bandy. Bandy fires up a shot on the baseline. It won't go. Lane with the offensive board threw it away. Right in the hands of Frazier. Right side Kirkpatrick. Drives. Throws it up in the lane. Got it.
Timeout. We're giving up way too many easy buckets to them right now while we're not scoring any of our own.
Glasgow has a 5-point lead now at 28-23. Outscored the Trojans 10-3. since the end of the first quarter. It's 20-18, Barren County. So Barren County, no field goals here the second quarter so far. 3 of 4 from the charity stripe.
Yeah, that's the problem right there you hit on. They cooled down a little bit, but they're still pretty hot. They're 4 of 7 from the field. The problem is we're 0 of 5. Those only 3 points coming courtesy of 3 free throws. You can't go on long droughts where you go over 4 minutes. You're at 4 minutes and 14 seconds right now without a field goal. And to compound that, you're giving easy shots. We've had some runners in the lane. You're letting their bigs catch it right on the block where all they got to do is turn and flip it up and in. So we got to play a little bit of better defense while creating some better shots.
Nyken guarded by Sorrell. Takes him one-on-one. Spin move. Goes up. It is good. And a foul.
That wasn't really a better shot, but Aiden used his strength to get it up and off the glass.
Foul on 23. Nick Sorrell, his second. Team 6th. And with 3:32 left to go in the half, James Willen's going to leave him in there for right now. Shot's good for Nyken.
Yeah, he probably has a history of playing with 2 fouls. This smart kid knows how to avoid picking up that third.
Cuts it to 2 at 28-26. 3:25 to play in the first half. Sorrell driving left to the lane. Forces it up, and it's blocked by Nyken. Saved in bounds by Withrow. Nyken's got it. He's in a trap. Gets with the basketball to Key. Races across the timeline. Left side it goes to Withrow. Hands it out to Nyken. Throws it up in the lane. No good. Rebound to Kirkpatrick. Gets it across. Works it left side. He walked. Big walk.
If they're going to leave Sorrell in the game, we got to go at Sorrell. It's kind of like the kid from.
He made a hop. And Kirkpatrick argued about it.
Kind of like the Woodard kid from Logan County the other night. They left him in. We got to attack him. Aiden had a shot there. He didn't put his body into him, though. Got to go right now with a play for Aiden.
Trojans have a chance with Caleb Hester's out there now on the floor for Barren County. Chance here to tie on a 2, take the lead on a 3. Hester, skip pass over to Withrow. Out the Key, can't shoot. Over to Hester, long distance 3, no. Sorrell with it for the Scotties. Up court it goes to Kirkpatrick. They'll send it across over to Frazier on the right side. Frazier in the middle now. Sorrell in traffic, puts it up and in.
Again, catch it in a bad spot for us. All he had to do was take one spot, and he was wide open for a layup.
9 points for Nick Sorrell, and now the Glasgow lead is 4, 30-26. Hester inside, Nyken, and it's Key out of the corner for 3. Rims, no good.
Had 2 good looks back-to-back on 3.
Kirkpatrick giving it out now to Frazier. Frazier getting a screen from Kingery. That gets rid of it to Kirkpatrick. Long range left. Out top it comes to Sorrell. Sorrell trying to make a move. Can't. Frazier on the right wing. At the free throw line, it's Kingery. Faces Bandy. He'll give it back out to Kirkpatrick. Right side it goes to Frazier. Frazier on the dribble. Straight away, Kirkpatrick. Left side it goes to Sorrell. Trying to get around Nyken. And a collision with Withrow. And that's going to be an offensive foul. And that's 3 on Nick Sorrell.
Got to go deep into their bench now.
Team 7th. And with a minute 35 to go here in the first half, they send in Jackson Poland, 5'8", 140 freshman, wearing number 25. So Kingery and Kirkpatrick, the only 2 starters in the ball game. Corner 3, switch.
Finally, 3rd look on 3 possessions and get that one to go.
Cuts it to 1 at 30-29 with a minute 19 to play in the first half.
Big minute here, kind of like our girls. If we jump ahead at halftime, a lot of momentum.
Kirkpatrick on the move, racing left side, whistle and a foul.
Landon leaning on him a little bit, and that's what they call.
2 on Landon Key. 5 on the Trojans here in the first half. Mason Griggs going to return to the Trojan lineup. He'll come in for Landon Key. Glasgow's basketball underneath as Kirkpatrick will toss it in. Still looking. Still has to call a timeout.
Their second timeout they've used this half, I think. It'll be a 30.
Coca-Cola timeout. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. And try to give you a scoreboard update on the Coca-Cola scoreboard as we're nearing halftime here at Glasgow High, and the Trojans trailing the Scotties 30-29 after Glasgow trailed Barren County 20-18 at the end of 1.
East girls came from behind and beat Greenwood 68-66. Been a fight for the third spot in that district. Looks like Edmonson County's girls beat Butler County tonight 50-38. We'll find some more as we go down through here. Of course, Metcalf girls lost this morning in the All-A. That I guess that was in the Elite 8 of the All-A in Richmond.
Yes, 70-47, I believe, was the final on that one. Clinton County boys lost last night to Shelby Valley, 66-63 in overtime. Glasgow's basketball as they get it into Kirkpatrick in the left corner. He's guarded out there by Tay Pointer. Kirkpatrick, Kingery comes to set a screen out high for us. Working left side, gives it to Frazier. Back out to Kirkpatrick, back to Frazier. 58 seconds to go before the break. Frazier going to step back. He's going to shoot a three. It's no good. Long rebound chase down. Kingery's got it, and we're going to get a foul on Tay Pointer. His first, team sixth. And it's Glasgow's basketball across the way on the side.
Really fortunate there. Gavin had got switched on to Kingery, and they didn't take advantage of that matchup.
50 seconds to go before the break. Comes into Kirkpatrick. Again, Kirkpatrick and Kingery, the only two starters on the floor right now. As Sorrell is on the bench with three. Kirkpatrick. He's guarded by Aiden Nyken. Left side it comes to Frazier. We'll give it out to Riddle. Out to Kirkpatrick. 30 seconds to play in the half. Yeah, Kirkpatrick working out front. Sends it back to Frazier. Out to Poland. And now Poland working to the right side. Drives. Looking for help. And got a foul?
Going to call it on Aiden. That was a terrible foul call. He was watching the wrong thing. The ball was in his area, and he wasn't even getting a five count.
Holding his jersey. That's going to be 7 fouls against the Trojans here in the first half. And Kirkpatrick's a pretty good foul shooter, 69%. Shot goes up, and he got it. 31-29. Glasgow by 2. And Kirkpatrick back at the free throw stripe, puts it up, and it's good again.
We're going to get a delay of game warning on Glasgow.
Eleven and a half seconds to go. It's Barren County's ball. 32-29.
Got a chance. Last possession. At least go in. Just down one possession with nothing.
Withrow gets it across midcourt. 6 seconds. Withrow, 3 in the air. Higher ball. Going to go out of bounds. With 1.1. Glasgow's basketball. And Poland will toss it in. As Poland gets it into Frazier. Desperation throw off the backboard. That'll do it for the first half. Glasgow leads 32-29 over Barren County here at the break. We'll come back with a halftime report brought to you by Southern States. After this, you're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. second time they played them. Yeah, it was a low-scoring game. I know that. I think it was in the 40s.
You got much better memory than I do.
Well, I don't know how I do tonight, but somehow I do remember that. Barren County's basketball to start the third quarter is sponsored by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Trojans moving to the left side of your radio dial here in the second half. Gavin Withrow gives it over to Tyler Bush. Back to Withrow. Withrow on the left side. He looks for Bandy in the middle. He's got it. Turnaround jump shot of the lane is rolling in.
Good shot to start. Open 15-footer.
So the Trojans pull within one.
Terrell doesn't start the second half for them. I'm a little bit surprised by that.
Yeah, with 3 fouls, you would have thought maybe with a close game. Kirkpatrick straight away 3 bottom.
He hit one. He hit their only 3 in the first. And starts out the second just the same way he did the first half.
Yep. 12 points for Kirkpatrick, 35-31. Scotties by 4. Nyken to Bush. Spin move in the lane. Dumps it back off to Key. Left side it goes to Withrow. We give it back to Key. Right side it goes to Nyken. Nyken making a move into the paint. Pump fake. Goes up with a shot. It won't go. Got his own rebound. It fell right back in his hands. He's trying to go back up with it. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled this time.
Without Terrell in there guarding him, we really have to take advantage of that matchup. They're in man against it.
Owen Haney just picked up his third. First of the second half. So now 2 Glasgow starters with 2 or 3 fouls. Free throw's good for Aiden Nyken. It's point number 14. As Michael Harbison checks back to the Trojan lineup here in the second half. And for Landon Key. Aiden Nyken back at the stripe. Second shot is in the air. Good again. 15 for the freshman, and it's 35-33. Trojans trail by 2. An overall minute gone here in the third quarter. As Landon Frazier has the basketball for the Scotties. He'll give it off now to Kingery on the left wing. Out top it comes to Haney. He's going to stay in there with those 3 fouls. Kirkpatrick off the curl. Giving it back off to Frazier. Frazier, we got a whistle away from the ball. And they're going to call Bandy for holding Robert Kingery.
Both away from the ball calls by that official have not been much.
So that's 2 on Will Bandy. First of the second half against the Trojans. Glasgow's basketball. Frazier will toss it in. In the corner goes to Kirkpatrick. Now, Aiden Nyken's out guarding him now. But you can't leave him any space. He'll shoot it from midcourt. Kirkpatrick sends it off to Frazier on the right side. Back out to Haney. On the left side to Riddle. Back out to Kirkpatrick. And now Kirkpatrick on the move. Gives it to Frazier. There's a lob down into Kingery, and he dropped it out of bounds. Turnover by Glasgow. A chance for the Trojans to tie it on a 2 and take the lead on a 3. And it's Aiden Nyken making a move on Kirkpatrick. Muscling it up and in.
That's exactly what he did. Just backed him down and powered through it.
17 for Aiden Nyken. We're tied at 35 now. Frazier leaves it in the corner. Riddle fires and misses. Rebound on Nyken for the Trojans. Up and down the floor we go. And here's Nyken dishing it off to Bush. Out to Withrow. Floater in the lane. Short. Taken by Kingery. He'll give it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick moves left. Steps back. Shoots a 15-footer. That's off the mark. And Harbison falling down. What do we call for the travel? Nick Sorrell back in the game now for Owen Riddle. So Sorrell with 3 fouls. Haney with 3. And Scotties will have it underneath. They pitch it out to Haney, top of the circle. Left side it goes over to Sorrell. Sorrell brings it back out near midcourt. Dribbles off to the right side. Now sends it off to Haney. Haney wants to make a move. Dumps it down in there to Kingery. He'll put it up. It is good. 37-35. Scotties by 2. Harbison's got it out front. Sends it on the left side to Withrow. Withrow gives it to Nyken. Nyken making a move on Kirkpatrick. He'll throw it up. He had it blocked on him. Taken by Kingery. Kirkpatrick, right side of the floor. Sends it off the left corner to Sherrill. He'll fire it up there. Three-pointer comes off. And we're going to have Frazier coming over the back with Bandy. And both players go to the floor hard. I'm telling you what now.
He was on top of his back, literally.
And the officials wouldn't call it dead until those almost went to the floor.
He was on top of his back, and literally, I don't know how you call that a jump ball when you got to bear hug somebody over top of the back to get him. But we'll see what they call here, and that's, no replay monitor here. That just what they talk through is what they call.
You're going to double technical foul.
Double technical on Bandy and Frazier, and still a jump ball will be their possession.
Well, it's Frazier's first. Bandy's third. So the jump ball possession goes to Glasgow. Comes out to Kingery. He'll give it to Sherrill, and now Kirkpatrick. Can't shoot. Gives it back to Haney. Frazier back out to Sherrill. 37-35. Trojans down by 2. Sherrill trying to direct traffic out there against Niken. Bounce it down to Kingery. Backtracks in. Spin move. Fall away shot. No. Foul on Tyler Bush. His first, team's third. Robert Kingery's going to go to the free throw line where he's a 51% foul shooter on the year. But he's hit 2 for 2 tonight from the charity stripe and has 10 points in the game. Free throw is up and it's no good. One more. In the air, and it's no good. Rebound claimed by the Trojans. Withrow brings it in front court. Withrow. Guarded by Kirkpatrick. Goes off to the right side. He'll send it down now to Harbison. Harbison goes left off the screen. In the corner. Corner three. Got it.
Set him up, ran him off a baseline screen. And Harbison did a good job dribbling in, pulling the defense, kicking him for the three.
Second People's Bank three-point shot for the freshman Tate Pointer. Barren County takes the lead 38-37. Sherrill on the left side, curls into the key. Throws it off in the right side corner three. Frazier air ball. And Harbison had it smacked away, but Niken's got it for the Trojans. Gives to Withrow. He'll send it off to Pointer. He can't shoot this time. Bounces it back out to Withrow. And now he'll set things up. Bounce pass right over to Niken.
And a 2-3 zone.
Patrick's going to be called for the foul. His second, team's third. Barren County's basketball across the way. Ball comes out to Niken. He'll leave it with Withrow. Back to Niken on the right side. Back to Withrow. Working around the left side off the screen. Pointer, long distance three, air ball. And we're going to foul on the rebound.
No, I think they just called it out of bounds. There was a fight between Bush and I'm not sure who the other one was, but Patrick, I think. And it went right off his arm.
But Barren County's ball as Withrow will toss it in. It comes out to Harbison. They'll leave it with Withrow. Trojans with a 1-point lead, 38-37. 2:50 to play, third quarter. Pointer, long range right this time. Gives it to Withrow. Left side, it comes to Harbison. Back to Withrow, trying to penetrate. In the lane, his jumper is no good. Sherrill with a rebound for the Scotties. And he's going to be fouled from behind as Harbison kind of came from behind and bumped into him. Harbison's second foul, that'll be number 4 on the Trojans here in the second half. Glasgow's basketball with 2:34 left in the third. Ball comes into Sherrill. Kirkpatrick to the right side against Pointer. Kirkpatrick, crossover move, giving it out to Haney. He'll give it back to Kirkpatrick. Left side, Frazier. Baseline, Sorrell, pump fake, block! Underneath, though, Kingery puts it in.
Went right in Kingery's hand.
39-38. Niken working the right side of the floor after Withrow. Back to Niken, long range right, 2 minutes to play in the third. Barren down 1. Corner can't shoot the 3. Back out to Withrow. He'll put down the dribble and go right.
Doing the 2-3.
Niken. Back to Withrow. Back to Niken. Back to Withrow. Top of the circle. Corner. Throws it back across over to Niken. With a minute 35. Withrow holds it. Here's Niken in the middle. Left side going to the basket. Strong puts it up. It is no good, but he draws a foul from Robert Kingery. That's going to be his second. Glasgow's fourth of the second half.
Just rolled off the front of the rim. Good move by Warren to move Aiden to the middle. When we got it there, no help came, and he went straight to the left side of the rim. But absorbed the contact, couldn't get it to go, though.
Aiden Niken puts it up. No good. He was 5 of 6 from the stripe before that one. Chance here to tie it. On the way, and it's no good. And Sorrell with a rebound. Minute 23 left in the third quarter. Sorrell with it on the right side. That's back to the top of the key. Gives it off to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick bounces down low to Kingery. Kingery turns. One-way shot. No good. Niken with a rebound. Niken pushes it down the floor. Spins. Goes to the bucket. Lays it up and in. What a move.
Pretty move on the spin cycle. Under control. Right to the rim.
40-39. Barren County back on top by 1. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. They hook it off to Sorrell. Pump fake. Forces up the shot. Misses everything. Underneath, Haney's got it. Giving it back out to Kirkpatrick. A lot of contact out there. They're not calling anything.
We got to get those rebounds, though. We're just standing watching. Got to block out and put a body on somebody.
Haney, left side. Sorrell curls to the top of the key. Now throws it back out to Kingery. He'll leave it out there with Kirkpatrick. 3 ball to the air is bouncing off. Sorrell, the offensive board, puts it back up and in.
Again, they're just running right at the front of the rim because there's nobody to impede them.
Sorrell's first 2 points of the second half. He's got 12. Glasgow with a 41-40 lead.
Their third offensive rebound of the quarter, and they've made points on all of them.
Bandy's on the bench with 3 fouls. He'll probably start the fourth quarter. Niken trying to make a move inside. Sends it back over to Pointer. He'll fire it for 3, and he hit it.
Wow, off balance, leaning to the right as time expires.
That is the third People's Bank 3 to the freshman Tay Pointer to give Barren County the lead after 3. 43-41 over the Scotties. Back to the final quarter after this on 103.7 Nash Icon.
To Barren County High School basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Well, the Scotties outscored the Trojans 14-9 in the second. Reverse it around. The Trojans outscored the Scotties 14-9 in the third. And that 3-point shot from Tay Pointer. It's 43-41, Barren County. They start the fourth. Cody Lane gives it out to Gavin Withrow, looking for Bandy. Bandy, baseline shot is an air ball. Crashing aboard. Cody Lane out to Niken, 15-footer off the mark. We're going to get a foul on Robert Kingery. He hooked around Bandy to try to get position. And that's going to be 3 on Kingery and 5 team fouls on the Scotties here in the second half.
I'll be honest with you, I don't agree with that call. I didn't see it. I thought it was going to be on Bandy and pick up his 4th.
Here's a lob coming in to Niken. Working inside, had it poked away. Kingery comes up with a basketball for the Scotties. Up court, Kirkpatrick. And around the perimeter, Tayshawn Bradley's back in the ball game. Going to the bucket, and he lays it in.
Looks fine to me. Straight to the rim for 2.
For 3, bottom. Peoples Bank 3-point shot for Will Bandy. That's his 9th point of the ball game. Trojans take a 46-43 lead. Frazier, left side, Bradley. Just under 7 to play. Bowen Haney, right side on to Frazier. Frazier gives it back out to Kirkpatrick now. Fires in the middle there. Here's Kingery. And this is going to be a whistle and an offensive foul. He turned into Bandy. Lowered the shoulder in. That'll be 4 now on Robert Kingery. 6 of the Scotties in the second half.
Big call. Bandy going to be his 4th, or Kingery going to be his 4th. So we got the break 2 times in a row. Bandy avoided his 4th foul.
Withrow's got it against Bradley out front. Bounce pass left elbow. Bandy, they go inside. Here's Nikon, spin move. Throws it off in the right corner. Here's a 3. It's no good for Pointer. And a rebound to Haney for Glasgow. Sorrell in the front court. Off to Kirkpatrick. Can't shoot. Sorrell. And a whistle and a foul on Nikon for trying to cut him off in the lane. His 2nd, team's 5th of the second half. Tyler Bush will come in for Aiden Nikon. Landon Key will check in for Cody Lane for the Trojans. 6:27 to play. Barren up 3, 46-43. Sorrell to toss it in. On the right baseline. Comes out to Owen Riddle. He'll give it back to Sorrell. And Sorrell will back it out on the dribble against Tyler Bush. Gets rid of it to Tayshawn Bradley. Now Bradley on the dribble. Lost the handle. Diving forward to the floor. Landon Key gets a timeout here by the Trojans.
Mark that down as a turnover to the Scotties. Good job getting down on the floor, going after it. Burn our 2nd timeout to keep a possession wisely.
Coca-Cola timeout with 6:08 to play. Trojans 46, the Scotties 43. 3-point shot for Will Bandy. Gives him 9 points, and we've hit 5 3-point shots tonight. 3 of them by Tay Pointer.
Yeah, that's really big. Neither team shot the 3 well earlier in the season at the end of December. They were 1 of 9. We were 2 of 9, but made a big difference for us tonight. We're a hugely different team when we shoot the ball well. Tay's played really, really well tonight, guarding Kirkpatrick and filling it up from deep.
Corner inbounds to Withrow. Guarded by Tayshawn Bradley. Jump pass, right elbow, Bush. Out to Bandy. He's going to fire another 3. It's off the mark this time. Landon Key with the offensive board. Pointer can't shoot the 3 as Riddle comes out to defend. Now he's in trouble. Going to have to do something with it. Fires it back out to Withrow. Withrow going around the right side of the lane. Throws up off the glass. Good.
Tough shot off the window. Just kept going patiently to find a lane.
Peoples Bank 3-point shot and a 5-point lead with the Trojans at 48-43. 5:36 to play in the ball game. Bradley's got it for Glasgow. Shovels it out there to Sorrell. The 3 is good.
Gave him space.
Yep.
A lot of space.
That's it to 2 for the Trojans at 48-46. Withrow gives to Pointer. He'll fire it for a 3, and it's short. And Bandy tried to save it in bounds. He couldn't.
Got a little quick that time, I think.
Aiden Nikon will get back in the ball game for Coach Warren Cunningham. And he's going to come in for Tay Pointer. Barren County 48, Glasgow 46. 5:15 left in the contest. Bradley with the basketball. Hands it off to Sorrell. He drives, pump fake. Fadeaway shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. And it's going to go back to Glasgow. Barron's largest lead was 5 there before that three-point shot from Nick Sorrell. And Kirkpatrick having trouble. Gets in the corner to Haney. Out to Sorrell. Back to Kirkpatrick. He'll circle it out front. Give to Sorrell. And now Sorrell will get rid of the basketball to Bradley. Deep on the right side. Back out front around the perimeter. Left side, Sorrell. Off the screen. He'll pull up. 15-footer. No. Rebound. Landed Key. He'll give to Withrow. Withrow will bring it up. Gives to Nyken. Nyken accelerates. Goes to the bucket. Lays it in.
And a defensive breakdown there. Nobody really guarding it.
50-46. 21 for Aiden Nyken. Barren by 4. 4:20 to play here in the basketball game. Here's Kirkpatrick. Wanted to shoot that one. Gives to Sorrell. He'll drive the baseline. He'll throw it up. It's short. Andy claims the rebound. Gives it to Withrow. Down to 4:08 to play. Nyken on the right side. Leaves it out there with Landon Key. Back out to Withrow. He'll dribble left. And then Key went to the deck. Coming out to get it now is Nyken. Nyken trying to make a move on Kirkpatrick. Spin move. Almost had his strip loose. He did. Owen Riddle come up with it for Glasgow. He'll give it to Sorrell. And here's Bradley missing the shot. Tapped up, no good for Haney. But a foul on the Trojans. Will Bandy picks up his 4th. Team 6. And Bowen Haney at the line, who's not scored in the game, is a 65.5% foul shooter. Shot goes up. It's good. 50-47.
Gonna leave Will with those 4 fouls.
Yep. Haney puts it up, and it's good again. 50-48. Barren County by 2. 3:40 left in the game.
Will's got to be smart offensively and defensively to avoid all contact.
Bounce pass, left side, Nyken. Andy sets the screen, trying to make a move inside. Splits the defenders. Try to force it underneath the pointer. Taken away by the Scotties.
That's when you got to shoot.
Kirkpatrick out to Sorrell. Sorrell over to Riddle. He'll let it go for 3. Good. Riddle only averages like 1 point a game.
Yeah, 1.1. He hardly ever plays. And what does he knock down? That's his 3rd 3 all year.
Yeah. Foul on Bradley. And that will be his first. Number 7 on the Scotties here in the second half. Glasgow with a 1-point lead, 51-50. 3:02 to go. Gavin Withrow stepping to the charity line for one in the bonus. Bandy's going to check out. Pointer's going to come out. Cody Lane's in there. And also in the game is Landon Key. Withrow puts it up, and it is good. Almost a 71% foul shooter. He's up to his average now.
Felt really good when we had a 5-point lead, but that evaporated very quickly. With their shooters and their offense, that seems to happen.
Withrow cans both ends. 52-51. Trojans back on top. Sorrell fires it down in there to Riddle. Missed the shot. Tapped up. No good for Haney. And then Sorrell throws it back up. Follow-up good for Haney.
Putting a body on somebody. I've said it 3 or 4 times tonight when they've got an offensive rebound.
53-52. Scotties by 1. Got to get a timeout here with 2:40 left to play. Glasgow 53. Barren County 52. And we'll take a Coca-Cola timeout. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight over the Lady Scotties. 53-45 was the final score. As the Trojanettes finished the regular season in district play at 4-2. Wait to see how everything else pans out. At least can share a tie for first. Other scores on the Coca-Cola scoreboard?
Just the Bowling Green Warren Central game. It's a 1-possession game with 37 seconds left. Bowling Green up 3, 51-48. That'll go final here probably before ours does.
Glasgow's hit a couple of threes here in the fourth quarter. One of those by Nick Sorrell, the other by Owen Haney, or rather by Owen Riddle. And Owen Haney has scored his 4 points, his total of 4 here in this fourth quarter. Bandy with 4 fouls. The only Trojan in foul trouble. Glasgow, Nick Sorrell with 3. Owen Haney has 3. Robert Kingery has 4. Sorrell had 3 in the first half. Barren County's basketball as Withrow will toss it in. Comes out to Niken. He'll give it back to Withrow. 1 point Glasgow lead. 2:35 to play. Pointer bounces it out to Key. Back to Pointer. Can't shoot the 3. He'll give it back out to Key. Looking for Withrow. Now he has to put down the dribble. Key hands it back off to Withrow. The point with Bradley putting the pressure on him. Drives the bucket, puts it up and won't go. But a foul on Bradley, his second.
Bounced all over the rim. And
team's 8.
Bounced out.
Gavin Withrow at the line for 2 shots. Free throw is up. It's short. Tyler Bush in for Tay Pointer.
Got to use those legs. Sorry, got to use those legs at this point in the game.
Withrow can tie the game if he hits this one, and he does.
I'm not sure Gavin's been out.
He hasn't. He's not been out the whole game. 53 all, 2:12 to go. Sorrell with it for Glasgow. Sends it left side to Bradley. Bradley out top to Haney. Right side it goes to Sorrell. Back to the lane. Here's a cutting Bradley, and he banked it in.
Too easy. Even though Bandy was there, still threw it up right over him.
55-53. Scotties by 2. Withrow trying to get it across against Bradley. Comes to the left side, picks up his dribble, gives it to Bush out top. And now Bush turns on the dribble against Robert Kingery, who's back in. They dump it down in there to Bandy. Bandy works inside, goes up, had it blocked, and it knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with Barren County underneath with 1:34 left to go. And Withrow will toss it in left of the bucket. Well, going to have to hurry. Sends it out deep to Key on the left side. Back out front to Withrow. Bradley really putting the pressure on him. Drives. Throwing up on the run. No. Trying to get a foul call. He got bumped, but no whistle. Glasgow with a rebound.
They're not going to call that with minimal contact.
1:18 to play. Glasgow by 2 and with a basketball. Sorrell. And a foul on Withrow.
Got to have it stop, but
that's the 7th one on the Trojans. Sorrell at the line where he's 2 for 2 tonight. We'll get one in a bonus. Sorrell with 15 points. He scored 10 in the first half. And here's his shot. It's on the way, and it's good.
He's really good at the line in that first matchup. He had 14 of his 32 from the stripe. He was 14 and 19 overall. A lot of those in the second half.
This shot goes up, and it's good.
Not really the one you want to put at the stripe. Make it a 2-possession game.
57-53 Scotties. 1:08 to go here in the game. Barren County with the basketball. They dump it off to Niken. Out top. Back to Pointer. Can't shoot the 3. Now looking. He's going to have to do something with it. Gives it back to Niken. Spin move. Throws it up and banks it in. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul.
Not sure I agree with that. But Sorrell's really good at moving with the guy he's defending, and he sold it enough to get the guy to call the charge. Really needed a bucket badly there. Now you have an opportunity to go. The Scotties have an opportunity to make it a 3-possession game. They're going to get their better free throw shooters in, too.
And then Barren County picks up all over the floor. Haney gets it into Kirkpatrick. And he'll give it to Bradley. Stolen away by Key. Underneath the lane, he puts it up and in.
Great takeaway. Timeout, Trojans. That was Key and
Lane
that were panned him up to get the trap and literally just ripped it out of their hands for the layup. That's a huge possession to make it back to a one-possession game.
57-55 timeout.
Maybe the first time we picked up full court. And I know it is tonight, but we usually don't do that very often. Surprised the Scotties a little bit, and they were not in great position. I think they were more concerned about getting foul shooters in there than people to handle the basketball, maybe. But overall, it's been a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
Very clean game. Both teams have less than 10 turnovers. Both teams have shot the ball fairly well. Glasgow hadn't shot it extremely well this quarter, but neither have we. I think they've got a couple of threes that we don't have that's been extremely big for them. What do we have? We just have one timeout now after we called that one, I think. Glasgow still has 3. They haven't called any this half after calling 2 the first.
Barren County will pick up again with full court pressure as Kirkpatrick runs a baseline. Gets it in play. And it's Sorrell in the backcourt against Cody Lane. Gets it across the line. Reverses. Down to 37 seconds. In a trap. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Came over the trap. Thought it was going to be a jump ball there, but foul on Cody Lane, his first, team's 9th.
Really close to a jump ball, or just Niken ripping it away from him. Need Sorrell to miss one here. Otherwise, it's a 2-possession game again.
Right now on the floor for the Trojans, Will Bandy, Tay Pointer, Aiden Niken, Landon Key, Gavin Withrow. Sorrell, 4 for 4 at the stripe. 1 to bonus. Front end is on the way, and it's good. 18 for Nick Sorrell.
Really solid from there. Doesn't miss, does it?
58-55, Glasgow. Bonus try for Sorrell is good. It's back to a 2-possession game and a timeout by James Willett, the Glasgow Scotties, with 35.7 to play. Glasgow 59, Barren County 55.
Sorrell perfect from the stripe tonight. Perfect, what is that, 6 for 6? He's only, if the stats are right here, he's only 67%, so he only hits usually 2/3 of his free throws, and tonight he's hit everything.
Again, tomorrow we'll be at home at Trojan Gym as it's homecoming. Barren County hosting Todd County Central. Girls game will be at 5 o'clock with the boys game to follow. And homecoming festivities at halftime of the boys game. Airtime tomorrow, 4:45.
Seems like we've had a lot of back-to-back games this year. Playing Friday, Saturday night. Be a little more spread out next week where we got a lot of single games.
That is if the weather lets us.
Right.
It could be a problem. I don't know.
But what it does, though, on a positive side of that splitting it up type thing, it gives everybody a chance to come out and watch the JV kids before the varsity games, since most of those will be doubleheader varsity JV, right?
Ball comes into Withrow. Bradley picking him up in the backcourt. He'll get it across the line. Stops, looks for Niken. He's got it on the right side of the floor. Niken drives into the lane, goes to the bucket, lays it in.
That was a tough catch to start the possession. And once he got past Sorrell, who cheated out a little bit, wasn't really any resistance at the rim. But again, still a 2-possession game. We start the scenario all over again, and we use our last timeout.
59-57. Glasgow by 2. They'll have the basketball. We come back to the timeout. And largest lead for Barren County tonight was 5 at 48-43.
The key to this, I really think, is making somebody besides Sorrell possess the basketball. You really want to guard him heavily, make them enter it into somebody else. If you don't get to still immediately foul them, Kirkpatrick's their best free throw shooter on the year, and he hasn't been to the stripe very many times. I really wouldn't want to foul him, but you know, you've got tonight. You've got
Robert
Kingery, who's 2 for 4. They have been taking him out to keep him from having to shoot free throws. They have this time as well.
Withrow, Bush, Niken, Key, Lane on the court right now for the Trojans.
Terrell shot over 150 free throws this year. Nobody else has shot more than 30 except Kingery.
And there's going to be a foul before the inbounds pass. I don't think that's what Warren Cunningham wanted right there.
No, definitely not. Law of averages hopefully will take effect, though. We said he's hit 2/3 of them and hit every one of them tonight, so maybe this is the time for him to miss.
24.3 to play. And Sherrill will be at the line for 2 this time. 6 for 6 at the stripe.
Keep in the back of your mind here, everybody listening, we don't have any timeouts left. So whatever happens, we have to do it on the fly.
First one's good for Sherrill. 20 points for the 5'11 junior. Gives Glasgow a 60-57 lead. Excuse me.
Can't fall asleep here. Got to make sure we block out the shooter and block out Haney, who's on the block down there.
And Sherrill, the second toss is on the way, and he got that one too. Back to a 2-possession game for the Trojans with 24 seconds to go. Ball comes into Keys. Can't take too much time up here.
Right.
And Pointer, 3 ball in the air is no good. Bandy with a rebound, back up, and it won't fall. Haney with a rebound. And a foul is going to be called against the Trojans. And I believe they called it on Will Bandy, right? His 5th, he'll foul out. Owen Haney at the line for 2. First one is up, and it's good. They've hit 9 out of 9 here in the fourth quarter. 62-57 Glasgow.
And they're just a 62% free throw shooting club.
And this one's on the way, and he missed it. Rebound to Niken. Gonna have to hurry, though. He's going to stop and pop. 3 in the air. Got it.
No timeout. Can't stop the clock. Gavin wisely takes it and throws it up in the stand, which everybody has no idea what he's doing, but that's the smartest because it stops the clock and we don't have to delay a game warning.
3.4.
We get a free timeout of this as the officials discuss it. I think the discussion is to put a little extra time on the clock.
Glasgow's basketball. 3.
Get a quick steal. You never know.
Here's Patrick to toss it in. I thought he's going to throw it long. Here's Bradley wide open over here. And he'll get rid of it off to Sherrill, and that'll do it. Glasgow hangs on to win. 62-60 over Barren County. We'll come back to the post-game report in a moment. This is Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.